Lanes 7 through 22, just found out that 21, 22's got a pretty bad mechanical problem right now. So the people that are on 21 and 22, if you could do me a favor and scooch on over to 23 and 24. I know it's an end pair, but it's actually a really good pair. Ask anybody. So I've also got lane assignments on your score sheets I'm about to pass out. Whenever you see 21 and 22, think 23 and 24 and go there. We've got a crazy skip pattern again for y'all today. I hope y'all enjoy it. Let's see. Alright guys, sit tight for just a second, 15, 16, decide. Be stupid. Alright, we're good. Hit play now. You'll get 10 minutes of warm up. Top 16 advance to the match play bracket. That will start at noon today. Good luck, good bowling. get started.
Let's do it.
And with that, Hulk Hogan getting us started off here, I want to welcome you into the 2026 Spa City Open Cashers Round. 5 games for you here this morning. 29 players have advanced to this round after 3 squads of qualifying yesterday. We had 33 bowlers on A squad, 43 bowlers on B squad, 40 bowlers on C squad, for a grand total of 116 bowlers here at this year's event. 116 entries, up about 25% from last year. Congratulations to Josh and Lauren and all the work that they've done to put in to this event here. If you're just tuning in for the first time this weekend, welcome. Glad you're with us. Mike Flanagan here from Inside Bowling. I mentioned Josh and Lauren. Josh Imhoff is the tournament commissioner. Lauren Imhoff is the executive director. They've been here all weekend with us, making sure everything's running nice and smooth. Last year it was Eric Jones that took this one home. The year before, Michael Holloman. This is the 3rd year for the Spa City Open. You're watching lanes 11 and 12 and 13 and 14. The best of the best have made it, and they are bowling. Well, first of all, let's take a look at all the bowlers that are participating here. Kai Evans was your tournament leader, followed by CJ Petrin, Boog Kroll, Spencer Robars, Jack Parrott. Those are your top 5. We're cutting to 16 after this round. All pinfall will carry over for this 5-game qualifying round. We're cutting to the top 16. So when you look at the tie for 15th at 15:01, 29th is just, 42 pins outside of the top 16. So anybody can make it into the top 16. 1 through 4 spots are going to receive 2 buys. The 5 through 8 will receive 1 buy, and 9 through 16 will all square off in best 2 out of 3 game bracket matches. That's what we got here for you today. Also, since we're in here right now, let's go ahead and also bring up the oil pattern. To those of you that weren't here with us yesterday, this is the oil pattern. It is 41 feet in length. It is 26.9 milliliters of oil. There are 4 2-2s on this pattern overall. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And this one here actually played a little bit lower scoring than what we thought. Last year, I think the cut was like 170 over. And this year, I just had it up on the screen. It's 50, 59, I think. Let's take a look at that again. 59, Mike Williams. I like it, personally. I like that the scoring pace was a little bit lower. Because they were not what you would call impossible or super hard. I thought they were very fair, both sides of the lane as well. Got a nice variety of bowlers that made it here to today. The lane surface is AMF HPL here at Central Bowl in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Shout out to proprietor Stacy Roberts letting us come in this weekend and host the event. Have competitive scratch bowling taking place out here on the lanes. Thank you so much to Stacy. And to also Nick Gosley, our general manager. Thanks for providing such a great place for our players to come out and play. You will see this bowling center again here on Inside Bowling this year, as we will be back in October 10th and 11th for the DV8 Nightmare Doubles Bowling Tournament. Looking forward to that. If you'd like to sign up for that, check out Nightmare Doubles on Facebook. Corkees Chisholm is the tournament director for that one. Great dude. Can't wait to come back and be part of that one with us. I believe first prize in this event is going to be $4,000, and that is because of our great sponsors. Our elite sponsor, title sponsor of this event is Brunswick. If you're looking for new bowling ball bag, shoes, or anything for your game, make sure you check out Brunswick and the Brunswick family of brands. Many people don't know that Brunswick also is the manufacturer of Hammer, Track, Ebonite, Radical, and Deviate as well. So if you like those brands, you like Brunswick. Also want to give a shout out to our guy Brad Brooks from the Brooks Agency Insurance, power sponsor here. Premier independent insurance agency, uniquely owned and operated by passionate bowlers who understand the value of protection on and off the lanes. They can write any sort of insurance policy that you may need. Check out the Brooks Agency, and they are licensed in multiple states, by the way. Also want to thank Darkwater Investments, another power sponsor here. Jonesboro-based real estate investment firm, widely recognized for its deep roots and unwavering support of Arkansas bowling. If you're looking for some real estate investments, check out Darkwater Investments. Also, if you are in town, you definitely got to head over to the Overtime Lounge. That's a premier Arkansas sports bar and entertainment hub with vibrant locations in both Maumelle and Cabot. Check out the Overtime Lounge. And for our bowling needs, you got to check out Bowl 101 Pro Shops. 4 locations here: Maumelle, Cabot, Hot Springs, and Batesville. I want to thank Brian and the team at Bowl 101 Pro Shops for all that they do to support bowling here in Arkansas and support this year's Spa City Open. Also have a restaurant sponsor here, Blue Ember Smokehouse, and these folks do it right. Family-owned, Arkansas favorite, serving of handcrafted premium barbecue crafted the Blue Ember way. They pride themselves in making the very best meats, and they make it right in front of you. They'll cut it right in front of you, provide you with great barbecue. Check out Blue Ember Smokehouse when you're in town. And if you're looking for a little entertainment, Frag Out Entertainment Group is your premier veteran-owned event production entertainment company, proud to serve Sherwood and the greater Central Arkansas community. Frag Out Entertainment Group specializes in transforming ordinary gatherings into unforgettable experiences by delivering premium mobile DJ services, dynamic emceeing, top-tier lighting, mobile bartending, and interactive karaoke setups featuring an expansive 50,000 song catalogs. Check out our friends over at Frag Out Entertainment. And if you're into sports cards or memorabilia or Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, or you just want to be part of just a cool thing happening right next door over at Spa City Cards, you should check them out. Justin and Kendall always take care of me when I come to town on any card needs that I have. I picked up some Jordans yesterday from them and a Kobe. Always got new selection of cards, and those guys do it right over there. They've got card shows in the shop. They do a lot of great things. Shout out to our friends next door at Spa City Cards and Collectibles, one of my favorite card shops in the entire country. Also want to thank the 2 other sponsors we have here. Press Doctor. Thank you, Press Doctor, for all that you do as well. And Mystic Ozark, our scorecard sponsor, which is a one-of-a-kind immersive family attraction and children's play museum located inside the historic Ozark Bathhouse on Bathhouse Row here in Hot Springs. We got lanes 11 and 12, 13 and 14 for you, and then down below, 21 and 22 is having some maintenance done on them this morning. So 23 and 24 is in play, but it does mean that we do have one less pair to stream for you down below. We are expected to have that up and running for our 12 o'clock start today, which will be the match play round, best 2 out of 3 matches. And we were going to move it up to 11:30, but because of a little bit of a delay here this morning and some housekeeping, we're going to move that back to noon. So as we look at lanes 11 and 12, 13 and 14, on 11 and 12, we got Jason Britton, along with Keegan Alexander, Cody Orrell, and Casey Murphy. That's that group is on, what, 13 and 14 there? So then next door we got Keegan Alexander. Okay, wait a minute. I'm a little confused here on what I got. 11 and 12 is Britton, Alexander, and Cody Orrell. That's it. Okay, now I got it. Casey Murphy, Chloe Skurzanski, and Chandler Tisdale, along with Glenn Brown Jr. over on 14. Now I got it. And then bottom right of your screen over on 19 and 20 we have John Johnson, Aaron Johnson, Casey Newcomer, and Andrew Bonin. Jason Britton of Springfield, Missouri, took over second place in regular all events at the 2026 USBC Open Championships with a total of 22.57 out in Reno. And that was just, that was not too long ago that took place. 1 week ago. Jason Britton, nice bowling at Nationals, my friend. I want to check in on everybody here in our chat room this morning. Thanks for interacting with us. Glad you're with us. What's going on here? Yeah, Sarah Clausen bowled all 3 yesterday and missed by 2. A lot of local guys in the hunt. Thanks to those of you with the positive praise here in the chat. Am I going to be in Arizona next week? Yes, I am. I maybe buried the lead here. 9 straight weekends of bowling on Inside Bowling on this network. So if you love bowling and you like this network, you might as well just strap in for the next 9 weeks. Kind of like I'm gonna be rocking you, baby, right? You know that song, "Rockin' Me, Baby." I went from Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma, Philadelphia, Atlanta, LA, Northern California, where the girls are warm, so I can be with my sweet baby. Yeah. Liking Keegan's jersey this morning. Nice and easy to read. I've known Keegan since he was, boy, I don't even know how young. Pretty young. And it's always fun to see the youngsters grow up. Robarge is another one. That's life, though, isn't it? Just watched a bunch of junior gold shows yesterday that were produced by the folks on Bowl TV. Nice job to those folks, by the way. It was on Bowling TV, if you're familiar with that network, and on Bowl TV. Always a new group of youngsters bowling coming up, and the talent is great. Casey Murphy with the strike there. A little bit of a break, a little high. What Jordan cards did I scoop? Nothing crazy. Just some inserts. Just a few insert cards in that. They're in pretty good shape. I'll get them graded eventually when all that opens up again. Mike, who's someone down in the standings who you think will make a run and possibly win the tournament? Good question. Let me take a look. You want me to grab somebody from down? Lucas Hardigan in 21st. Lefties usually bowl pretty good here. Lucas, when he gets lined up, can strike like crazy. So I will take Lucas Hardigan. And to be fair, I know the bowlers pretty well, but I don't know all the bowlers. That is one thing that is very difficult about this role, is knowing something to say about every bowler out there. It's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. I wish I had, one of those elephant or photographic memories. I do a pretty good job of keeping up with who everybody is and that, but man, there's just, when you have 100 and something people, and then I do so many events. I go from event to event to event to event. Sometimes I can't. I remember little things, but I can't remember other things. Like yesterday, it was James Cantier's birthday, and I remember him bowling awesome. And I thought it was last year. It was 2 years ago. Little stuff like that. As I get older, I can't remember everything. I try. That looks awfully good. Chandler Tisdale. Mike and Glenn Brown Jr. in the St. Louis Cardinal jersey here. I'm from St. Louis. Obviously, I'm a big Cardinal fan. Kind of a weird time frame to be a Cardinal fan. Used to always have one or two Hall of Famers on the team at all times, whether we got to sign them in free agency or whether we develop them ourselves. Weatherholt and Walker are doing pretty good, though. Can't be like the Dodgers and just buy everybody. I sure hope baseball doesn't have what the experts are saying is going to happen, which is going to be another one of those labor strikes. There's plenty of money to go around in baseball. They should set up a salary cap. And they should require teams to have a minimum amount of salary spend. And if the teams are upside down and it doesn't work out well, then they just need to market better to their hometowns. They need to work a little bit harder in the community. I think about this. I think about our sport, bowling, okay? We have to work 10,000% harder to get people interested in our game. And then you got baseball, right? Baseball's fallen a little bit behind the NBA and NFL. They've had to change their game. They've had to adopt and do some things. But why not go out and do some grassroots stuff like we do in our sport? Major League Baseball could use a lot more grassroots ways to get people to the ballpark. There should never be an empty seat in a Major League Baseball stadium. You can do so many things to fill up those seats. Oh, look at that messenger. My replay was on. I'm going to play that again. Look at this. You gotta love it. Chloe Skrzyncki. Yesterday had a 279 game. Look at that pin action. And look, Mom, I don't throw with two hands. I'll go ahead and check in on the other pairs here. I'm going to mostly focus on 11 through 14. We got 220 left out there. Wow, we got 257 for John Johnson. Who's bowling with John there? Got Aaron Johnson is bowling with John. He can bowl 203. Letter C is Casey Newcomer. Bowl 224 and 207 for Andrew Bonin. 5 games in this cashers round. It's a bit of a sprint. Leaders will be coming down this way here with their skip procedures, so you get to see everybody bowl as they come across. Question here about, will Storm let me make a Bionic t-shirt? Storm's licensing deal only lets you print their logos. They do not let you use the Flying S, the corporate logo, or any bowling ball logos whatsoever. I have asked, and it's just something they just don't want to allow right now. If we had the opportunity to do that, we would, if they ever opened that up, we would have all of the Storm bowling ball logos from all time. No question. Let's see. Well, with your new page of bowlers filling out information for you, that should help out more and more in the future for having info on bowlers, Mike. Yeah, the bowler profile over at holidaydoubles.com. We're working on that. I got a lot of things to talk about holiday doubles, but I just can't talk about them yet. There's going to be a massive update coming at mid to late August regarding that event. Yep, 5 games and then the bracket play. That's what we got here for you. Tell you what, players came out to bowl today. We got some great scores here this morning, especially on 13 and 14. Casey Murphy with 233. Chloe can still bowl 280. Glenn Brown Jr. 226. Chandler Tisdale opens with 231. Keegan can still bowl 225. Jason Britton had 192. And Cody Orell had 243. Nice little collapse there for Keegan. He will gladly take that. Can I play the holiday double song? I do not have that handy. I don't think I do anyway. I don't think so. No, I do not have that. Whoa. Holiday doubles, hear the thunder roll. Enjoying the show. Here we all come together. The most wonderful tournament of the year forever. Whoa, 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 whoa. At St. Clair Bowl. Yeah, pretty cool. Holiday Double's going to have some crazy stuff this year. 278 there for Chloe. Nice bowling. I see Kai Evans coming over now. Here we go. We roll. We spin. We win. Shout out to everybody that got in the bowling ball raffle last night, by the way. That really helped. Helped out. It's amazing what just a little bit of support like that does. The power of the internets. The power of you. These matches this afternoon, they are really, really cool. That's some very exciting bowling. All right, let's take a look and see who we have coming into scene now. Kai Evans is going to be on lanes 13 and 14, bowling with CJ Petrin and Bud Kroll. Just to the left, we've got Mike Williams, Andrew Stevens, Tim Hardigan, and Brandon Johnston. Kai Evans, Runaway Brooklyn. That's what happens if you miss left. You do go Brooklyn. Like there's not a lot. That's what made him tricky. There wasn't any built-in hold. There also wasn't a lot of miss room to the right. So you kind of had to be right in that range where you just had to be a little more accurate. Your speed had to be a little bit more consistent. Your targeting had to be more accurate, and you had to make sure you rotated it the same way a little bit better. That's all. Pretty simple. I gotta go over to our YouTube studio here and change our finals start time to noon again. I thought we were gonna get that thing in at 11:30, but just not gonna happen today. Changing it to noon. There we go. We are changed. See if Chloe can continue her run on the bottom right of your screen. Bowling great this morning. Mike needs to do a lot of things. I need to make songs for every tournament. I got a lot of stuff I should be doing. The matches today are best 2 out of 3 matches here in match play. It's great to see the PVA guys out here. Brings a little more viewership. They're not told they can't bowl. So that is cool. In case you missed the 3, 4, 6, 7. I'm going to show you that after Boog's shot right here. Boog came out firing yesterday. And there's that pickup again from just a little bit ago in the first frame. Boom. Thank you very much. We'll be here all week. Well, at least until the end of today. Tim Hardigan. He wasn't sure he was going to make the cut. I told him he was 63% to make it. He was much further along than that. Mike, is the big announcement for holiday doubles that Barry Manilow will be performing songs from A Very Merry Christmas? Now that one made me laugh. That's a good one. I like that. Oh boy, wouldn't that be great? Oh man. Why is that holiday doubles broadcast just like the bee's knees? By the way, I haven't really popped on much here this weekend, but I would like to take a second to just say hello to everybody. Hopefully you're doing well out there. I'm just chilling over here, right in front of my air return vent. And, yeah, just driving the car this weekend, just driving the car. So thanks for being here, everybody. I think I'll go away now. But, I haven't put myself on camera very much this weekend. I don't know why. I need to get a backdrop. It's on my list of things to do. Bode crawl, another strike, spare, triple. We got a lot of spare triples going on in that pair. The pair just bowled really good too with Chloe and Casey and those guys. I think 220 was a low score on that pair. Probably time for me to try to figure out where the standings are here. Let's see. Standings. That's a good place to start. Current standings. Only Sunday, 8 a.m. Is that what I'm looking for? Cashers. There it is. Okay. All right. All right. We're cooking with some gas here. Let's see what we got. Well, it doesn't look great, but figure that out next. Let's see. Let's do a little trim in that direction, this direction here. All right, everybody. After Boog's shot here, we will show you the updated standings. Oh, that was way wide. He knew it, too. All right, Kai Evans is still your tournament leader. 1929, CJ Peacher 1911, Boog Kroll 1878, Spencer Robarge 1872. So those four players would receive 2 rounds of buys. It means they're guaranteed to finish in the top 8. The next players that would be receiving 1 round of buys in the bracket would be Chloe Skrzinski, Keegan Alexander, Cody Orell, and Dirk Gibson. Then your 9 through 16 seeds, we would have Casey Murphy against Eric Jones. We would have Rob Sanchez against Brandon Johnston. Jack Parrott against Blake DeMore, and Jason Britton versus Chandler Tisdale. Currently, within 10 pens are 3 bowlers, Glenn Brown Jr., Carl Williams, and John Johnson. And really, it's still anybody's ball game. Anybody down here below can make their way into this thing. Overall, pretty high scores. If you look at all the players above the line, 2 players didn't bowl 200. Jack Parrott had 169, a rough start for him, and Dirk Gibson 195. See all those players bowling 200s below the line there. 8 consecutive players bowling over 200 below the line, so that means they are on their way. You got to stay on your toes here. Kai Evans continues to do it. He's bowling good. Questions about the t-shirts and the polos. Are they a tight fit? So go bigger. Got to get me a couple shirts. You know, they're called a slim fit shirt. They're not one of those like wider shirts. I'm an XL in those shirts, and they fit me pretty well. If you're in between sizes with most brands, I would go up a size. So yeah, there you go. And I also need to do my promo for that in a second. Do they have side action in this tournament? Yeah, they have brackets. I don't think they have it. Today, though. I don't think there was enough interest. I'm not sure if they had brackets today or not. But they did during qualifying. Boog is doing a little recording for some future content. Okay, I need to tell you guys about our Inside Bowling Deal of the Week. To those of you that may be new here, or those of you who've been around for a while, you guys know the deal. Here at Inside Bowling, we don't really ask for super chats or, you know, for your money to support our streams. It's just not something that we do. Instead, our way of crowdsourcing is through our online store. And at InsideBowling.com, that store has grown quite a bit. And not only do we sell apparel, we also have all pro shop items available if you'd like to purchase there. But we also, you know, as we support the community and we support bowling, you know, there's some great pro shops out there, and we don't finish a product here at Inside Bowling. But, you know, if you need some tape or you need some accessories, or maybe there's just something you were looking to get, or you wanted to get somebody a gift that they're then going to go get drilled on their own, and you wanted to slide that pro shop business over to us, we ship same day. We've got distributors all over the country, and I need to take a look at that again. I know I'm in the middle of a promo read here, but what in the world happened here to Kai Evans? That 10-pin said, no, sir. Wow. That's your tournament leader doing that. That is insane. Okay, back to the promo. So, yeah, so I don't even know where I was. But basically what we do is we make apparel, and we have licensing deals with all the brands, and we would love to have the opportunity to earn your business. And this week, we have a deal of the week every week. This week it's Brunswick Apparel, which just happens to line up great with this tournament sponsored by Brunswick. 25% off with coupon code Brunswick25. Brunswick25, and you can save 15% off all other items with coupon code YouTube. YouTube on the apparel. That's good year-round, everybody.
Mike, what's the timestamp on the recording right now?
Looks like that's a good question. I've been live for an hour 25, but you can just say game 2, frame 8.
I just wrapped the 10 to the 8.
I know.
I don't know.
You want to see it again?
So I go back and flip it.
You want to see it again?
Kind of.
Yeah, here you go.
Oh, it's.
I was reading a promo at the time, Kai. Watch this. That's it, buddy.
Wow. Yeah, a little too good, I guess.
Yeah, you threw it too good. You're throwing it great, by the way. Kai Evans wanted to see that again. I think we can do that for the bowlers. Can I see my shot? There he is, right back down there. Mike, I'd like to see a Calcutta at Holiday Doubles. That's an interesting thing. Yeah, I know. I need to figure out a way to have a merch booth there. But somebody's going to have to work the merch booth, and I know. The Leaf trading cards. Yeah, the trading cards thing. Right now, I don't have any packs available. I I got to get some more inventory and make some packs. I don't like to just screw people over. I like to make sure there's some good cards in those packs. All I do for those Leaf trading card packs is I go on eBay and I look at people that have a whole bunch of them listed. Then I make them an offer for their entire collection, and they can just swoop them all out, sell them all at once. And then what I do is I try to cost value average it out. I find the deals, and then I pass the deals along to you. And if I make a couple bucks on them, so be it. It's more of a way to drive traffic to my website and be a nerd with everybody out there with bowling trading cards. Let's see how the scores are next door. Should probably put Kai back on, though, in case he does something crazy again. Nope, high flush. Wow. Mike, what's your favorite event to be a part of each year? Ooh, man. That's kind of like asking somebody, who's your favorite kid? Lee is my guy. Lee is my guy. I'll give you guys some inside baseball, as I like to say, to the 368 of you watching right now. I'll give you a little inside scoop on the holiday doubles. HolidayDoubles.com is live. You should go check it out. If you're a bowler that's bowled it before or is bowling it this year, go fill out a bowler profile. It's very important. You won't be able to bowl the tournament without filling it out, so you might as well fill it out. Okay, so that's one thing. HolidayDoubles.com is going to have all the stats and everything on there. There's already stats on from last year. It's kind of a beta version of the website right now, though, but you can go and see who's on what squads. We're in a cleanup stage right now because there's some people that said that they should be on the squad and they're not. So we're still working through some of that in the transition year here. There's a big announcement coming from the bowling center next month. Very big news. Let's see what else I can talk about. The Christmas Challenge is a real thing. It's going to take place at Bel Air Bowl, right just down the street, 10 minutes away. And that tournament is going to start on Friday at noon. And it's going to have squads all the way up until Sunday afternoon. It's a beat-the-board doubles tournament, 4 games on a pattern. And we'll be selling entries online for that, and we expect the thing to sell out. So we're going to have 2 events taking place simultaneously. And both events are going to be live streamed. And many of you say, well, Mike, how can you be in 2 places at once? And I can't. Book Cole going to be in the 190s here. Patron's going to be in the 240s with a spare, 258 for Kai Evans. So I can't be in 2 places at once. So what's going to take place here is we're bringing in a tournament director that also knows how to stream and is very, very good at understanding how streaming works, and is a friend of mine. So that person's going to fill a role as the tournament director, and then that person's also going to oversee the stream to make sure that it's working. And we'll also pop on air from time to time when they're not doing their tournament duty responsibilities. And I'll be announcing these people soon. And then there's another person who is going to run the stream that has a pretty big following in bowling right now and is 28 years old and has broadcasted on this network one time last year. And he's already committed, he is going to anchor the broadcast at the Christmas Challenge. And he will have at least one person in the booth with him for the entire weekend of that event. And he'll bring his own audience to that one. But it'll all be streamed on Inside Bowling. So the Christmas Challenge is going to be a whole new thing. And it's going to be really, really cool. And then the holiday doubles, we're going to be opening up one more pair for every squad, which will allow us another 14 teams to get into the tournament. We have a wait list for that. And there are a few other things also that are taking place with that event that I just can't share with you guys right now. But let's just say that moving forward, there's going to be a lot of moving parts and a lot of cool things. I can say that Dennis Hacker is the tournament director, and if you want information about the tournament or need to contact him, you can at info@holidaydoubles.com. But that's what's going to take place. We're going to have 2 streams. We're going to have a stream at St. Clair like always, and then we're going to have a stream over at Bel Air Bowl. And we'll be having 2 tournaments, and I anticipate this other tournament being full. And now you're going to make me go to my Google Doc to look at that. Tournament. I wrote the whole thing here. Let's see. Let me see what that looks like. So the Christmas Challenge is going to have 15 squads. 32 Lane Bowling Center. Actually, the first squad is going to be Friday, December 11th at 11 a.m. on Fresh. Then Burn is going to be at 1:30. Fresh at 5. Burn at 7:30. Fresh at 10:30. That's on Friday. So 5 squads on Friday. Saturday's going to have a Fresh squad at 9 a.m., then a Burn at 11:30, a Fresh at 3, a Burn at 5:30, a Fresh at 8:30, and then there's going to be an 11 o'clock Burn squad on Saturday. Then on Sunday, there's going to be a 9 a.m. Fresh squad, an 11:30 Burn, a 3 Fresh, and a 5 Burn. 15 squads for the Christmas Challenge. $100 entry fee per bowler. And if we get 372 entries, like I think we're going to, 372 entries, first place is going to pay $7 grand for the doubles team, and you'll be able to cash more than once as long as you change partners. And we will pay 1 in 5 in that event. 75th place will receive $300. So I've built that. So that'll be taking place. Yeah, I saw the Spencer shot. So that's what we got going on. saw the Spencer shot. It was just, I don't really have a good angle of it. Trying to call it back up here. My replay does allow me to go back pretty far here. All right, game 3. We'll move along. We got John Johnson. Ball with Aaron Johnston. Casey Newcomer, Andrew Bonin. Which means we should have Hunter Austin, Braden Barnes, Rob Sanchez, and Lucas Hardigan just to our left. All right, let's see what else we got here. Yep, Tom Hess is having a good year. That event I was talking about will take place at Bel Air Bowl. Yeah, it will be doubles as well. We're just going to keep the doubles theme. 21 and 22 is out of commission this morning. They're working on it currently and should have it up and running for the next round. That's what I've been told. Scores are in after 2. Let's go ahead and take a look at the scores after 2. Here we go. Kai Evans still your leader at 21.87. We got some separation there. The top 3 are separated. Evans, Peter, and Robarge. Book Kroll Bowl's 197, and Jack Parrott comes back with 266. Almost gets a Century Award. Knocking on the door to get the 2 rounds of buys. Remember, the top 4 receive 2 rounds of buys. 5 through 8 get 1 round of buys. Currently right now that's Evans, Peter, and Robarge, and Kroll. And then the single set of buys is Parrott, Skursinski, Orrell and Alexander. Right now your bracket would be Demore, Britton, Gibson, Tisdale, Murphy, Eric Jones, Brandon Johnston, and Rob Sanchez. 16 pins back is Tim Hardigan. Carl Williams is 21 back. Jake DeVoe 30 back. John Johnson 36 back. Glenn Brown Jr. 47 back. Casey Newcomer 63 back, along with Mike Williams. Braden Barnes 64 back. Aaron Johnston 78 back. Ludus Hardigan 96 back, and so on. STLC, if you want one of our shirts in a different color, just order it and then write an email to sales@insidebowling.com requesting your color preference, and someone will get back to you by Monday morning and say, sure, no problem, and then we'll make it the way that you want it. That's easy. All right, everybody, I'm going to step away for just a moment. I'm going to go talk to Josh, and I'll be back with more. You're watching Game 3 of this 2026 Spa City Open Cashers Round right here on YouTube on Inside Bowling. Glad you're with us. I'll be right back. All right, back with you. How about Robert Sanchez here? 5 in a row, looking for 6. Oh, it's a little wide. Came back. Very nice. John Johnson can bowl 203. Aaron Johnston. It's a pretty big game going here. Spare, 5-bagger. Got 257 left out there for Casey Newcomer. Andrew Bonin. Can bowl 215 with a spare conversion, striking out in the 10th. We'll slide over and take a look at the scores that were posted down here. Jack Parrott had 204. Looks like it was 225 for Robarge, 223 for Dirk Gibson. Slide back over to here. Lucas Hardigan just has not gotten things going here this morning. I do remember that Easley Bowling Channel and more. There was a 7-9 conversion on lane 10 5 frames ago. Pins are flying around, that's for sure. Aaron Johnson leaves a 7-pin. Johnston was 78 back with these 3 games to go. A lot of weird pin action here today. Slow rollers. Rob Sanchez is the number currently coming into this game. 16 pins ahead of Tim Hardigan. Again, coming up at noon, we're going to have the best 2 out of 3 matches. 9 through 16 will square off. Got some scores to report on. Looks like CJ Petron's going to go to the lead. Kai Evans bowled 188. Petron had 265 in game number 3. Spencer Robarge had 225, as I reported earlier. Bug Kroll 234. Keegan Alexander 247. Chloe Szerzynski had 230. Jack Parrott had 204. Casey Murphy had 234. Dirk Gibson 223. Chandler Tisdale 211. Jason Britton had 188. Cody Orrell had 143. Wow. Casey Newcomer had 246. Aaron Johnston 245. Glenn Brown Jr. 193. John Johnson 158. Andrew Bonin had 194. Those are the scores that are in so far. Hunter Austin 204 after starting with the front 6. That's tough. And we're going to roll into game 4. Bring in our picture-in-picture again. And there we have it, game 4. While we're waiting for the bowlers to come in, I will return here in just a moment. Thanks for picking up the shirts. Had to get the Combat Zone shirt. We certainly do appreciate it. I'll be back in a moment once we have some bowling going on. You're watching the 2026 Spa City Open right here live on Inside Bowling on YouTube. We got a score update after 3 games of the Cashers round. CJ Petrin goes to the lead, as I mentioned, 24-24. Kai Evans second at 23.75, followed by Spencer Robars at 23.41. 23.09, Boog Kroll now inside your top 4. Keegan Alexander moves up to 5th. Nice morning, 224, 226, 247 for Keegan, very consistent. He's moving his way up. Then we got Chloe Skrzynski, also bowling great this morning, 278, 210, 230. She's up to 6th at plus, well, 10 games, plus 261. 226.10 average, actually. Petron averaging 242, Kai Evans averaging 237, and so on. All right, 7th is Jack Parrott at 2240. I thought they had a score in wrong for Jack when I was reading those off earlier. Thought he bowled a big game. All right, Casey Murphy had 234 that game. He's at 2211 and 8th. Currently right now he is the 2nd by group cut number at 2211. Then you've got Dirk Gibson just a little bit behind. Rob Sanchez now up to 10th after that 248 game. Blake Demore is 11th at 2190. Then you got Chandler Tisdale and Eric Jones, both at 2189. Jason Britton at 2170, along with Brandon Johnston. And Cody Orrell right now is 16th at 2165. And that's where we sit. As far as tall is concerned on the shirts, all you have to do is email sales@insidebowling.com. And we do that for people. I think it's a different style, and the colors are a little bit less available. But yes, we can definitely make that happen for you. Just send an email to sales@insidebowling.com, and we'll get you set up with that. That's the thing. I mean, our website is set up for the masses, but we know that there are exceptions to some of you out there, that different sizing and things like that. And if you need it, we typically can make it happen. Casey Murphy feeling it this morning. Balls of Fame Pro Shop, Enterprise Park Lanes. Go see Casey and the crew. A lot of people have been picking up shirts this weekend. We really do appreciate it. Very positive feedback on these shirts. Brad Brooks wants to be our spokesperson. You guys got that Holiday Double song stuck in my head now.
do this for me and my little brother.
Casey Murphy has bowled the Joe Engelkis tournaments up in Iowa and has won twice. You've seen that here on Inside Bowling if you've been watching over the years. Casey came into this event not feeling like he was throwing it all that great. He's going to be working with Coach Mark Baker here in the future. And he's 3 years away from the PBA 50 tour and is considering going out and bowling on that tour. Really wants to. And he's also considering possibly retooling his game. He's been working on a two-handed style. He says he's got a really good release, but hasn't put the footwork together. He's going to be making a decision soon on whether or not he wants to maybe convert like a Ricky Schischler type bowler to go from one-handed to two-handed, or if he's just going to try to perfect what he's already doing. Good luck to Casey and whatever he does. Always been a big supporter of what we do here. Chandler Tisdale looking for the front seven. That is 7 in a row. Next door you got Blake DeMore. Falling with Jake DeVoe on his lane. You got Rob Sanchez, double 9 spare 4-bagger. Oh, excuse me, that's not right. Eric Jones, actually, double 9 spare 4-bagger, and Carl Williams there was spare, strike, spare, strike, spare, finally now a double. This oil pattern just really shows that you can have a little bit of room, but you can also pay the price. We saw that right here. Chandler Tisdale, 3-4-6-10. What tournament did I say moved to Hot Springs later this year? That's the Nightmare Doubles is moving to here. Time for me to call out what balls people are throwing. It's kind of difficult to tell from up here. I'm actually behind a pole also, believe it or not. A giant pole. It's about 3 feet wide. Eric Jones of the Brooklyn Strike. Chandler Tisdale can still bowl 264. You got Casey, doubles in the 10th, can bowl 237. Nice finish for Casey. Eric Jones going to be in the 260s here. Pattern played really nice here today with not as much traffic. Players playing the lanes correctly, so to speak, or the same part of the lane. Just want to cruise over here and take a look and see how these guys are bowling. Mike's going to be in the 2-0s if he converts the spare. Not a lot going on here. Chloe comes in high.
Come here.
6-to-1 ratio on this pattern, and it took 59 over to make the cut. which is very low. But when you look at the scores here today, as Macho Man Randy Savage always said, the cream. Yeah, the cream. Cream will rise to the top. And when they're playing them similar, the lanes don't transition as weird, and they actually get kind of nice. And that's what we're seeing right now. Nice finish here. All the way around. Low game's 201. Couple of splits in the middle of that game. Triple O to make up for it. Nice, smooth sailing morning here. As we get ready for the bracket play. That's going to complete game 4. Hey TQ, how you doing? Nice to see you in our chat room. So we can officially roll into game number 5, everybody. We'll have a game 4 update here in just a moment. We'll take a look and see how things sit. All right, let's buckle down here. Scores are in. CJ Petrin is your leader. He's also up on the screen right now. 26.59. Kai Evans is second at 25.82, followed by Spencer Robars at 25.35. We got a little separation there between Boog and Jack Parrott now. 25.14 and 24.75. Then we've got Keegan Alexander is 6th, Chloe Skrzynski is 7th, 8th is Eric Jones. Chandler Tisdale is just 4 pins back. Casey Murphy now down to 10th. Casey Murphy bowled 237 and went backwards because of that 268 and 264. He had a bye going into that game and no longer has it. Crazy. Rob Sanchez in 11th, Carl Williams in 12th, Blake DeMore 13th, Cody Orrell 14th. Nice comeback after that 143 game. Jason Britton bowls 226, stays inside the number. Dirk Gibson, only 1 game over 200 today, 23.94. You got Brandon Johnston just 9 pins back. Casey Newcomer 44 back. Lynn Brown Jr. 60 back. John Johnson 72 back. And Aaron Johnson 83 back. Jake DeVoe 90 back. So there we have it. I saw a super chat come in. I do appreciate that very much. We've got Boog Kroll and CJ Petrin along with Kai Evans. And then next door you got Robars, Parrott, Gibson. So your leaders coming through. Thanks, Crazy 2869 for the super chat. It says, thanks, Mike and Inside Bowling, for bringing us this coverage. You're welcome. Appreciate you. And thanks to Rick as well. Replay lane 12, Boog's third shot. Let's see what I got. My replay here is always kind of interesting. All right, I guess this is what I'm supposed to be looking at here. Boog's third shot, best celebration of the day. Here we go. Kai Evans looking for it as well. I guess that's it. The boogeyman's excited. Thanks for that catch. We do have great entertainers out on the lanes. No question. World Cup final today as well. Also got NASCAR at North Wilkesboro today. We've got a lot of stuff going on here today. In regards to cut implications, Brandon Johnson is not bowling much down there. And I'm looking for Dirk Gibson. Casey Murphy has the front 6. He's looking to get a bye. Gibson is just right over here with Parrott and company. There he is right there. Parrott and Robars. We got Gibson right here. Not bowling a lot here, Gibson. He is the number. Brandon Johnson not bowling much either. Casey Newcomer. Where is Casey Newcomer? Let me go check and see how Casey is bowling. It's going to really come down to it for this last spot, everybody. You got Gibson here, can still bowl. What, 188? And Brandon Johnson can still bowl in the 220s. And Casey Newcomer can bowl in the 230s. Dirk's in trouble here. Yeah, I don't think Dirk's going to make the cut. Brandon Johnson or Casey Newcomer is going to go around. And as far as the buys go, C.J. Petrin, Kai Evans, Spencer Robarge, Boog Kroll are all going to keep their top 4 positioning. So they're going to receive 2 rounds of buys. And didn't see what Eric Jones, he's down on the other end down there. So we do know that Petrin, Evans, Robarge, and Kroll will be in the top 4. The 5th through 8th is still TBD. And we believe Dirk Gibson's going to fall out of the cut here. And Johnston or Newcomer is going to go in. Yeah, and in regards to NASCAR, I like a little bit of everything. I like too many things. Oh, there's Eric Jones down there on the bottom right. Excuse me. Eric Jones. He's got a 7-bagger going into the 10th frame. He's the defending champ. Ho-hum. Eric Jones was 8th. I would imagine he's going to protect his spot. Casey Murphy's going to be in the 260s or 270s. Going to be in the 270s. Yes, sir.
We're looking at the top 4.
You're there.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, you're there. Petrin, Kai, Spencer, and you.
Okay.
Yep.
Is there a fight for 8th?
Yeah, there is actually. Casey Murphy bowled 237 the last game and went from 8th to 10th. 2 people bowled 260 right behind him.
Goodness gracious.
But then he just bowled 279 or 277. So he's going to go in, and then it's just a matter of who's going to bounce out of there. Eric Jones is bowling a big game here too.
260?
Yeah, he's bowling in 260s. So it's not going to be him. You got Chloe here on the same pair. She can bowl 246. So Chloe was ahead of Casey by, yeah, Casey's going to go around Chloe. And then I don't know what.
227.
What's that?
Chloe's got 227.
Yeah, 227. So he's definitely around her. And then I don't know what Keegan bowled.
Keegan was still left. Keegan has 2-0 left.
2-0 left. So actually, it looks like Keegan will probably fall out. And Jack Parrott, what's he got?
Jack Parrott has got 184.
Well, 184 for Jack Parrott. That ain't good. Jack Parrott might fall out. Looks like Chloe's going to be okay. So it looks like either Jack Parrott or Keegan, but
203.
203 for Keegan. So Keegan finishes at 26.66. Yeah. It'll be close.
Exciting.
It is exciting, Bug. All right, everybody. That's just gonna about do it here. I'm gonna go grab some food here, and we'll bring you the finals at noon. At noon, we're gonna start the finals at noon. And the standings will be available on that link I have in the chat. Make sure you always bookmark that. We're going to have a great finish. Great finish here to make our top 16 for our best 2 out of 3 matches. Petrin leads, followed by Kai Evans, Spencer Robards, Bug Kroll. Blake DeMore finishing out. Will not make the cut, but last cash spot's $300 for $200 entry. $350 is the next cash threshold, and $400. And that is going to do it. So I'll be back at noon with continuing coverage here. The bracket play live from Central Bowl here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Appreciate everybody tuning in and watching this squad. And with that, for Josh and Lauren Emhoff and for the entire crew here at Central Bowl, proprietor Stacy Roberts and general manager Nick Gossley, my name is Mike Flanagan. We will see you at noon today for the most exciting part of the tournament, the best 2 out of 3 bracket play. We've got some PBA champions left in this one from this season. We've got some great amateur bowlers left, some local talent as well. You're not going to miss it. We'll see you back at noon Central in about an hour and 15 minutes. Right here on YouTube, it's Inside Bowling. Thanks, everybody.